Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington football team. Teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Love. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun handoff now for Love. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Love. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Haskins. Flush to his right. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Thrown away and incomplete.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
taken at about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. This is Love. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He was tackled at
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Love. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Haskins.
And on that one, the production just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
6 yards.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. There he goes left side. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play here for Dallas. 57 yards on the ground.
Let's go. Hey, 0-0. 56 from Mark, boy. 56. Check 56. Touchdown, defense. 36 power. Good.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
They don't get nothing. Wilson's pass intercepted.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
At their own 20-yard line.
Running to start the drive is Love. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The end of the first quarter.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
For Washington.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken in at the 22. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. from the shotgun. Wilson flushed out right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. 20.
Expect nothing less, baby. Expect nothing less.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously cost one.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They go play action now. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Going to give it to Love. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Steps away to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Matt Breida with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. They run it with Breida, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Agnew on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Come on. Hey, check right. That's it.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Haskins back to the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Love. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Taking it about the 1.
The Cowboys Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First down.
They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got him.
Wilson's pass.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson being chased. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free,
it's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for Washington.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Breida on a toss left. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
A 6-yard.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Watch the whip. Tight up, tempo.
They run it with Breida, and he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
Cowboys 16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Love here. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Haskins. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They turn to Love on the handoff. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes this Washington 37. Cowboys 16.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line. A
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Cowboys.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Wilson now on 3rd down. Left side to Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Steps away to his left. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 31-yard line.
1st down, Dallas.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and...
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Complete.
Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
To return, here's Agnew. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Haskins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, it's Haskins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. He returns that punt 73 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes this Washington 37. Cowboys 30.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. To return, here's Agnew. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Haskins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Brought down at the 39.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass. Mike, check.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Washington on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, here's Love. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Check 52, come on. Check nickel.
on second down. It's Love, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Throwing now is Haskins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. And he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Good call, baby.
And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for Washington, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they'll be able to